That's when I realized I wanna make a difference, change other people's lives, give hope even for a moment, use my name for good, and change the game I could.
I was recently inspired by a few things that I have been learning in my life. Now, recently, I came across a video on YouTube and found out that there were many articles and things like that. But I felt really moved to talk about it, and it the top 5 regrets of the dying. This is an article in a book that was written by a lady named Bronnie Ware. She worked with or she did palliative care, so she worked with the dying for years. And in the beginning, she started, talking to some of them, and after a while, she found a theme of some of the things that pretty much everyone, regretted the same. So it inspired her to write down what they were saying, and it ended up spinning into a book in the end. Although when she sat down to write these things, it was more for a self awareness and to learn more about herself. So I just wanted to go over those 5 things. Number one, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. I am 36 years old, right in the middle of not quite being young, not quite being old, just somewhere in the middle. And as I grow, I realize that I've wasted a lot of time. Like, if I sat down and calculated it, I would be disgusted at how much time I've wasted trying to live my life for other people and worrying about what they think. Regret number 2, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. Now, here's one of those situations that can be double edged because you don't want to be slothful either. You don't want to not work because it is very biblical that we are supposed to work. If you don't work, you don't eat. You take care of business and you do what your purpose is on earth. And sometimes it is work and it is grueling, and it can be, but you have to bring your mind back in and say, I am taking a break, or I'm getting back focused. I'm having my alone time with God. I'm having my alone time with my book, or whatever at that time is what's needed to balance you out. Of course, I definitely believe in having your alone time with God because that connects you to your purpose and connects you to the grace that he's given you so that you can learn how to see through those eyes of grace and see what it is that's needed to be done in this life, because I feel like we're all here for each other, to help each other in some sort of way. It's just sometimes we get so caught up in being an adult, in just surviving, that we forget and we get so inward and we only are thinking about our situations, but that is not what we are here for. That is not what Christians are here for. Um, Number 3, I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. This is definitely something that I can relate to. However, just here recently, I've gotten to the point where I realize that those things eat you up. You hold them in, they eat you up. They're not being processed. I am learning to get alone with my thoughts and process how I feel and why I feel that way, so that I can stop making the same mistakes over and over again. Um, while doing that, it helps you to really be confident that you've taken that time to figure it out, and that you can be courageous when you do finally make the move, and express your feelings. Express them, because everybody has feelings, and just because you might go about it the wrong way does not necessarily mean that you're incorrect or that you're wrong. It's just your opinion, and you deserve to be heard as much as anybody else. Number 4, I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. This is something that they spoke about. I'm going to say friends, family, keep in touch with yourself But as far as I wish I stayed in touch with my friends, I think that goes along with the whole working too much, getting too overwhelmed with life, that you don't sit down and enjoy the relationships that God gave us, because we are created to have relationships with people. We're not created to be by ourselves and to just exist, doing what it is we're called here on earth. No, we all work together to make this happen. And so we sometimes lose the importance of friendship and the importance of getting around and just sitting and doing nothing with your friends, the ones that you can relate to, the ones that you can relax with and completely let down your hair. And those types of things not only help the quality of life, but it also helps the quality of your health. And so it's very important. And number 5, I wish I'd let myself be happier. I deal a lot with the whole dual spectrum of being happy, being extremely happy, and understanding the blessings that are in my life. But yet I do not want to be too happy or, boast too much about God's blessings. I want to somewhere be in the middle, which is story of my life. And sometimes you just gotta let yourself be happy, and you have to be connected with your own emotions, and that goes back to expressing your feelings and taking that time to be away from all the chaos, away from all the craziness, and just pray and listen to your thoughts and listen to your heart and listen to your soul. God speaks through our soul, God speaks through our heart. And so there are a lot of things that we can learn from that. But there are a couple of scriptures that I looked up which have to do with this subject, because that is my main resource, is the Word of God. And so I looked up different scriptures about work. And so we have Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work heartily as for the Lord and not for men. So that means when you do work, you work hard and you make sure that you're doing it as a sacrifice to God, as obedience to God, because you will see your work flourish if you do it in the correct order. Proverbs 13:4. The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. 2 Thessalonians 3:10-12. For even when we were with you, we would give you this command: if anyone is not willing to work, let him not eat. For we hear that some among you walk in idleness, not busy at work, but busy bodies. Now such persons we command and encourage in the Lord Christ to do their work quietly and to earn their own living. Not that we condemn or anything like that, but it is definitely saying that certain people who don't want to work and are not willing to put forth a little bit of effort in life, then they do tend to struggle a lot more, and there's not much that other people can do until they see that light and that they do realize how to work smarter and not harder. And let's see, I lost some of the scriptures. I'm going to try to find them. Okay, and then I looked up scriptures on overworking. Do not, okay, this is Proverbs 23:4-5. Do not weary yourself to gain wealth. Cease from your consideration of it. When you set your eyes on it, it is gone. For wealth certainly makes itself wings, like an eagle that flies towards the heavens. If you are chasing after wealth, it will continuously run away from you. However, if you are chasing after the will of God and you are doing what you are called here to do, wealth is not a problem. Wealth is not something that, is unattainable or is strange for a Christian. It is something that is necessary to continue the work of God and to continue the kingdom. So that will come, but we are not supposed to focus on those things. And one of the things that is making that clearer is Ecclesiastes 3:12-13. So I concluded that there is nothing better than to be happy and enjoy ourselves as long as we can. And people should eat and drink and enjoy the fruits of their labor, for these are gifts from God. We all need rest. Exodus 23:12. 6 days you shall do your work, but on the seventh day you shall rest. That your ox and your donkey may have rest, and the son of your servant, woman, and the alien may be refreshed. So, in closing, I just really want to remind myself and remind anyone who's watching, take time, take some breaths, enjoy life, learn to enjoy a lot more of the moments. I know that we tend to fly through the moments, but learn to enjoy it so that you can not have these regrets. You know, it's really sad that we look up and life has flown by and we didn't even realize that it was moving that fast. So, you all have a great week, and I hope to continue to bring you great quality information. Starting in July, I'm going to switch my programs to just twice a week, so the videos may, range from anything that you find on my channel. It may not be specifically on Tuesday only I'm going to do hauls or reviews, and it may not only be Friday only that I do inspirational. I just want to switch it up a little bit and see how that goes. If you have any comments or suggestions, please give them to me, because that's what I'm doing, is trying new things to see what works best for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please share, subscribe. If you are liking what you see, just please share so that it can get out and help me continue to be able to make these videos.
I'll keep growing, baby.